I spent a lot of money on two Nintendo DS's, and these are pretty normal looking DS's. Okay, this one has this sort of like cover on it, but underneath, if you take that off, it's a regular new 3DS XL. And in fact, this one is in pretty abysmal condition. I also bought a pink one. This is the regular 3DS XL. It's not the new 3DS XL. How much did I pay for these? I hear you scream. Well, this one I paid 250 Great British pounds for, and this one right here I paid 300 Great British pounds for it. So this right here, everybody, is a grand total of 550 Great British pounds, which is an ungodly amount of money to spend on two DS's that were never worth that much money to begin with. And the reason why is because these have USB ports on them. This one right here is a mini USB, and this one right here is a micro USB. I mean, look at the state of this. The metallic stuff is literally just scraping off with my thumb. And all there is just this USB port. What's going on, Elliot? What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Once I dust off my £500 purchase off the table. This is a capture card. These are both 3DS capture cards, which are some of the most desirable Nintendo DS's to buy. Now, why are they so expensive? Well, basically, there was very few of these mods made. And the company that was making them, and there's quite a few companies that have made them over the years, but the main one is Katsukity. They went out of business, and so basically the only way to get yourself a 3DS capture card unit is to buy one secondhand. Hence why this looks absolutely terrible. This one looks okay. This one actually is in really, really nice condition. It's obviously a slightly older version given that it's mini USB, but it still works more or less the same. What I am eventually going to do, because there is a couple of problems, what I'm eventually going to do is attempt to take out all of the innards of this incredibly complicated mod and put it into a brand new DS that actually isn't so beat up and destroyed. And the other thing, because here's another problem, I bought these from Japan, which means that these are Japanese units, which means I cannot actually play my regular 3DS cartridges on here unless I was to hack this and mod it and do all of that stuff, which who knows how to do that? The one thing I can currently do is play regular DS games on here. There we go. So Animal Crossing Wild World, that's a video I'd like to make. Visiting my Wild World village several years later. How is everyone doing? That is a question I ask myself every day. Nook, are you still in there? But if I go to plug in a English 3DS game, a PAL version, it's not going to do anything. So while I'm in here, I would like to change out the motherboard so that it's actually an English version, and I'd like to put it in... A bit more of my DS just fell off. And I would like to put it in a much nicer, sleeker shell. The other thing as well is this is filled with photographs of the Japanese kid who basically owned this DS. Nothing dodgy. Oh god, I should not have gotten into this. But yeah, this one is okay, but it's also all in Japanese. You literally can't change the language on these things. They're all in Japanese. You can mod it and you can hack it and you can do all of that, but I kind of just want a nice vanilla DS that I can just play my cartridges on. So, what I'm going to quickly do is go over to my computer, show you the quality, we can take a look at it, and then I'm going to open it up and we'll see the mod inside and bask in its expensive, overpriced, extinct glory. Let's go. We're at my computer now, and this is a micro USB cable. What I'm going to do is plug it into the top of the Nintendo 3DS XL, the new Nintendo 3DS XL. There we go, it's now plugged in. It says no signal. Is that because the DS isn't on? That's probably... Oh, hang on. Home. Capture device is removed. Endpoint init error. Init EEPROM checksum. Errors. This is not going well. What is happening? Let me turn it off. Device ID. Input the product key. Where am I? It's closed. What just happened? What is happening? What is happening? Coming soon to retail stores near you. A flawless mod for your DS. I am back, and it's working now. Basically, I just restarted my computer, and now it works. Don't know what happened there, but yeah, here it is. Plugged in, and working, and possibly slightly cut off. Cut off. There we go. Yeah, that looks even worse now. Well done, Elliot. It's now not centered. Have I ever made a YouTube video before? I don't think I have. This is basically it. The quality of it is pretty good, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not fantastic, but like, considering what we're doing right now, and there's absolutely no latency whatsoever. So I am very impressed. I have a little box of games, which is actually my childhood box of games. So let's quickly just plug in a game, one of my favorites, and this is it. And actually it works really well because on mine I've got the hinge between it, but on this one you're just sort of floating around. Is it recording audio? No. Use the digital sound output beta. Oh, it works now. There we go. That works. Just quickly turn that down a little bit. Goodness gracious me. Let's get right back into the action. Here we go. I've come here to pop your balloons and burst your parachutes. So as you can see, this works absolutely perfectly. Let's plug in the other one. So what you're supposed to do is just open up the software, take the cable, plug it in while the DS is on, and it should just like immediately ping up onto here. There we go. That works absolutely perfectly. Not really sure what happened that first time round. Right, we can plug in another game. Let me use this Super Mario Bros. Demo game that I'm going to be making a video about soon. Let's plug it in, see if it works. Hello? There we go, there it is. Now, one thing to remember is that this will... What on earth just happened? What? What does that say? An error has occurred. Turn off the power to the main unit and follow the instructions in the instruction manual for the main unit. What is going on? Right, let's turn it back on. I've got another game plugged in. It's everyone's favorite. Let's see what it is.
Can't decide what to eat? Cooking guide. Good evening. Let's make something tasty.
Wow, there's 245 recipes on here. Tell you what, this would have made a good HelloFresh sponsored video, wouldn't it? Almejas al vino blanco. Clams in white wine with paprika, providing the vibrant red colour. Goodness gracious me. Right, we're not going to look at that because we're not making food right now. But I think what you can see here is the quality of the DS. If I was a streamer, if I was doing something else, you can see the quality. If I was to just like zoom it in so that it was just the top screen showing, you can see it's not the most perfect of quality. It's a little bit dodgy. I've also just noticed that there is like this going on the image, and I'm absolutely not sure what that is. I've also just noticed that I thought this was broken, but then I realized this game literally does not use D-pad. It only uses touchscreen. Is there any other game in the world that all the buttons just stop working when you plug it in? Why is the bottom screen so bad? Look at the state of it. It's all over the place. Let me restart this thing. DS webcam, everybody. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Welcome to the... Imagine... Wait, I've got an idea. Can I plug both of them in at the same time? Is it going to work? Are both of them going to display at the same time? Has the world ever had two DS capture cards plugged in at the same time? Nothing is happening. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is probably not possible. It appears that it's not possible. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'm back with the pink old 3DS XL. I'm going to plug in the cooking cartridge again because the final thing I want to do before we open these up is just figure out what was going on that bottom screen, why it was like that, because it had like actual defects on the bottom screen. It was all kind of like blurry and there was like little weird color things going on, and I want to make sure that that's not actually a problem. Yeah, look, there it is again. Let's plug in a different game and see if that is... That was weird. It said that it was the cooking game again. Mate, these DSs are making me feel as if I am unwell. That was... Oh! That is not right. That is not right. What is happening? I've spent so much money on these. What is going on with that? That's absolutely shocking. Okay, my next question is it just the DS cartridges? I'm in the augmented reality game that's on the home screen of the 3DS, and that doesn't have a problem. The bottom screen is absolutely fine. The only other thing I can do is I've got this DS game here, which is Japanese. We can plug this in and see if this works, but I have no reason to believe that this is going to work because we also plugged in... No, wait, did we? Did we plug in the Japanese game from earlier? Wait, did we plug in the Japanese game from earlier? Wait a minute. It looks okay right now. No, that's still messed up. That's not right. Can you see all of the like problems as it just went through there? Wait. Yeah, look at that. We're back. Right, so let's quickly whip the back off of this DS and see if this is something that I'm going to be able to fix, because I am genuinely quite upset. And also, the other one, I want to be in a different housing because that housing is completely destroyed and kind of gross. And I also want it to just be in an English DS so that I can play my English DS games. But maybe there's a chance that these are like a Japanese kit that only work with the Japanese DSs. You got to be super careful because there's a bunch of little ribbons up here. Oh my goodness. Okay, things are starting to be revealed. Well, that wasn't in properly. What am I looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. That looks like really quite complicated. There's some wires coming out of here into a little resistor right there. There's a little bundle of wires going over here for power and stuff like that. Should I even attempt to desolder this and put it into a new shell? I could probably get away with putting this into a different shell so that it doesn't have, you know, the terrible quality shell. But attempting to dismantle this is going to be quite scary because there really is a hell of a lot of stuff going on here. I don't think it's going to be a very easy thing to achieve. It's probably not going to be impossible. I think I am going to be able to do it. The wiring doesn't look too small. I would just have to take a hell of a load of photos and work my way backwards and sort of just figure it out and then put it all back together and fingers crossed it works. But it currently doesn't really work very well at all. Okay, here's an update for you that's kind of hilarious. I just went into config, calibration, lower screen clock. You just hit that button once and everything's fine. So maybe these aren't so bad after all. Bye.